In 2007, Uri L'Tzedek was founded to inspire the Orthodox community to enact social justice in our communities.
All the work that we do at Uri L'Tzedek has three components to it, three different pillars. One is education, one is activism, and a third is leadership development.
Our key educational program is called the Beit Midrash, the Uri L'Tzedek Beit Midrash. In an Uri L'Tzedek Beit Midrash, we bring together leading Torah scholars and leading experts and activists in the field to explore an issue like healthcare or immigration or gun control. We bring the two together and we seek to explore the issue through the lens of Torah and through the lens of current realities on the ground.
Our activist work has led us to Postville, Iowa to meet with workers. It has led us to San Diego to meet with those affected by forest fires. It leads us to Harlem and Washington Heights to work on clothes drives. And it leads us around the world to work on microfinance projects with women in the developing world trying to create businesses.
This summer we launched the Uri L'Tzedek Fellowship. We have 11 passionate future leaders who for the last 6 weeks have been learning about social justice in the Torah, have been having workshops on community organizing and leadership development, and who have been hitting the streets and really furthering the work of Uri L'Tzedek and developing themselves as future social justice leaders.
Shmuley and Ari Hart and Ari Weiss, they actually want to help us. They want us to help them because that's practical, and they won't just have us copying on a printer and doing menial office work. They threw us right in and had us doing substantial and important things.
I decided to be a fellow because I was intrigued by Uri L'Tzedek's synthesis of Torah and social justice, and how Uri L'Tzedek values coming to action through the text. And they just don't go out and parade in the streets and do it because they feel it, but they have a reason besides what's in their heart, but what's in the text and what's in our more classical Jewish text.
I think Uri L'Tzedek is so important for the Orthodox community because more and more I've seen chumras upon chumras upon chumras of different things, and I ask myself, where are the chumras in Ben Adam L'Chavero in making a more just world? And I think Uri L'Tzedek fills a place not only in creating a more just world, but creating a more open, more engaged Orthodox community.
So there's 11 of us, and as a group we split up a bunch of different projects to work on. Everyone has been working on the top of Yosher, which is the ethical seal.
So this restaurant here, Cafe 76, has the Top HaYosher here on the Upper West Side of Manhattan. That means they meet our standards, and they're not only kosher, but also Yosher. It's also ethical. And so we have this seal up in over 15 restaurants now in Manhattan. We're here in the streets of New York, out trying to canvass for the Top HaYosher, the ethical seal, trying to do street activism to convince people to care about ethical consumerism. Our three standards are that they pay at least minimum wage, that they pay overtime, and that they maintain a workplace that respects the legal rights of their employees.
Pay overtime, they do. We've seen their books.
To show the establishments that the Jewish community cares about the ethics.
Okay. It sounds like a wonderful thing. By the way, I support that. I think that's a good idea.
Many people asked Shmuley and Ari Hart and Rabbi Weiss, why are you starting with restaurants? We need ethics in everything we do. But if we think about it, food is really, such a cyclical, integral part of our lives. And if we can start initiating ethics into our daily meals and realizing where our food comes from, who's preparing that food, and how much they're getting paid, and if they're being treated properly, then we've begun the process of really, bringing ethics into every single aspect of our lives.
We're committed to social justice activism that moves from chesed to tzedek, that moves from one-time acts of giving to getting at root causes and putting in sustainable responses to serious issues.
One thing that I learned was this sense of responsibility. Sense of responsibility that I have in the larger world of social justice and in the Orthodox world of social justice.
We're looking for people who care about the world, who see problems and want to change them. We're looking for people who are committed to Torah values, but who want to implement those values in the real world and don't want them to just remain in the Beit Midrash. Who want to see real change happen and see it inspired and guided by Torah.
Be it working as a compliance officer with the Tav HaYosher, or just advocating for ethics and kashrut, going to your local kosher eating establishment and asking, do you have the Tav HaYosher? If not, when will you be getting it?
If young people aren't passionate about these issues, then really who's going to be passionate about these issues today? So it's really in our hands, the future of the kosher food industry, the future of the role of social justice in the Orthodox community. And I think that that alone is a call to high school students and college students to learn exactly what is social justice and what Orthodoxy has to say about it and how they can bring social justice to the forefront of the Orthodox movement.
Whether it's in a high school or at a senior home, we will get involved and we'll support you in whatever ways we can. So please be in touch. We need you. This movement needs you. Orthodox social justice needs you.